Hey, what's up, spooky fam? Today is part 2 to my series talking about anthology segments that I really enjoy and would recommend. I know some anthologies are hit and miss, but some segments within those hit and miss ones can be pretty good. And like I said in the first part of this, I just think anthologies are a really great way to test the waters with some directors and with getting to know some directing styles and just to see a sneak peek into what a director can do. So with that being said, if you enjoy this video and you would like to support me any further, please go ahead and check out my links down below. I do have a true crime series on Patreon if you're into that sort of thing. Let's get right into 4 anthology segments that I really enjoy. At number 4 at the back, we'll start with a segment from Love, Death, and Robots. This one is called Fish Night, and I really love this segment. Just the animations are so good. There was probably so much work put into the VFX. This follows 2 salesmen as they get stuck in the desert and discover that the desert is not what it seems at night. And for only 10 minutes, this packs a punch, and I think it's a beautiful story with beautiful visuals, and I love it. I've seen it a few times and I just love it. I love Love, Death, and Robots. At number 3, we have the segment Easter from Holidays from 2016. A little girl is being tucked in and she's reluctant about the Easter bunny, but her mother tries to calm her by explaining its connection to Jesus. Before leaving, her mother explains she needs to be asleep because no one has ever seen the Easter bunny. When the little girl wakes up in the middle of the night for a drink, she sees what looks like a horrifying creature, but is a Jesus rabbit hybrid, laying baby chicks out of his hands. Now that she has seen him, she must take his place, and this is genuinely one of the most horrifying. Like, I don't feel like there's really too many Easter horrors, but if there was one, like, this is the scary one. Like, just the practical effects that go into making that Jesus bunny, his face is seared into my brain. The chicks coming out of his little hands, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so creepy, and I love that segment so much. I've seen Holidays like 3 times. I love that one and I would recommend it. I feel like it's a good yearly watch. Okay, number 2, you guys know I've mentioned it before, I love Kids vs. Aliens, but at number 2 we have Slumber Party Alien Abduction from VHS 2, which is the short film for Kids vs. Aliens, where a group of boys are making home videos with a camera attached to their pet dog. Left alone for the weekend with their older sister and asshole boyfriend, the group soon realizes they aren't alone and need to stay together to survive the unwanted, otherworldly guests. Now, this is what I mean by a good example of a director kind of like testing the waters, because I've always loved this segment ever since I saw VHS 2 for the first time. This segment stuck with me and I made a whole video about it before. I went into Kids vs. Aliens completely blind and I was like, you know, this feels familiar. I've seen this story, like this feels familiar. And then once I Googled it and realized it was the full-length film for the short film by the same director. It's just such a good example of his work translating throughout, and you can feel the vibe, and like I said, when you're just getting a little sprinkle of the director's work and then it shines through in a full length, I think that's the perfect example and transition, and I just love both of those films, Slumber Party Alien Abduction and Kids vs. Aliens, so much. Alright, number 1 stars all of your favorite right now, Jacob Elordi. This is Unprotected, the segment from the Mortuary Collection from 2019. In the 1960s, a frat boy passes out condoms on campus as an excuse to have girls come to frat parties. The objective is to get them to sleep with him and his friends. While having sex, he secretly removes his condom and after finds himself pregnant with a creature. And honestly, after seeing Jacob Elordi in Euphoria and all these other roles where he's kind of like the bad guy, I don't know, kind of an asshole, Saltburn, kind of an a-hole, this role, seeing him be put through an alien pregnancy or like a creature being born through his parts, I think this was really cool to watch him show us what he can do as an actor, and that he's not just, he shouldn't be just typecast as like tall a-hole guy. Anyways, those were 4 more anthology segments that I really love. This will be an ongoing series. I just love anthologies so much, and I just want to put shorter works of art on your radar. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know some of your favorite anthology segments, and I will see you guys very soon. Sayonara, spooky.